AI is all the rage. Everyone wants to shoehorn AI into their product somehow. If you say AI, you get more customers, apparently. And Squarespace is no different. Now, their approach to AI is a little bit more considered than everyone else, I would say, but they are still adding it wherever they can into the product. And one of those things where they're trying to place it is within section layouts. So if you go into your section editor now on Squarespace, you'll have a tab for layout options. And basically, what we can do is have, whoever AI is, whatever AI is, have a look at the section and go, okay, maybe try this layout, maybe try this layout, and basically just give us a bit more inspiration when we're designing our website and our sections in particular. So what I want to do is just show you a few examples of how this would work on your Squarespace website. So you can see we've got this site built out here. If I go into edit and I go into the section editor, you can see this view layouts here. So it's not going to work for everything. Some sections just don't lend themselves well to this. For instance, this, it doesn't change too much. There's not much to play around with. But you can see what Squarespace is doing is it's actually changing the blocks here, which is really interesting. So it's gone from our initial section here with a text block, button block, to this one being a scrolling text block, and then button. So if I think, okay, actually, I like this, you don't have to stick to exactly what they've said. What you can do is you can move it around. You've got more creative freedom. I'm going to drag it all the way to the edges of the page. And then, actually, I want to put this in the middle. So I'll do that. Center align that. Make sure it's in the center. And then I'll put the button in here. So I'll center align that way. And maybe I'll make it center aligned as well. After that, I'll drag this up. And I think I've got a section that I actually like more than the previous version. We can also go in, remove this. And there we go. Looks good. Now we've got, a couple of sections beneath. What I'm going to do is just copy this into this one section to see how Squarespace does with 2 images and 4 text blocks. Let's see if it understands the context of this text block goes with this text block, this image goes with this text. We'll see what it can do. So let's get rid of this and we'll put it to the test. So view layouts. And look at this. It's actually creating things that look really quite good. So you can see it knows this image goes with this text and this text. And it's stringing them together really nicely. It looks like it does enjoy putting the scrolling blocks in, I will say that. But if you look at this actually looks better than the site that was set up. So I'm going to save this and come out. And we'll see now, we've got the scrolling block up top. We've got the nice horizontal bold imagery. Text, it's all aligned nicely. The context makes sense. And you can see it's coming together. So I'll go to another page and we'll test it out there. So let's set up a template. Maybe try, let's see. How's about looking? Not great. Let's try maybe products. Do we have products? Try digital products. So let's go with this one. I'll just call it tester. And let's see what they've got. So edit. And to be fair, this already looks good. Like it's a solid page. Looks cool. Let's say view layouts. And we'll see what it can do. It's really trying to keep the star in. And I don't think that works well. So that, again, it doesn't work. I don't think that looks great. If we go back to what we had, that's probably the best that we're going to get. And so it's important to note, not everything is going to be better than what you have. It's just a good way of generating ideas. Let's test it out on this section. So view layouts. You can see it's actually removed some of the elements that we had initially, which is interesting. And I think, let's see, we've got a lot of different options on this one. I actually like this one. So again, it's not perfect, but because it's giving me some inspiration, I'm thinking, let me go into this image block. Let me put that back to 0. And then if I change the corner radiuses, I'll do 30 because it's giving me inspiration to change that radius. I'm liking the look of that. Maybe I'll go one further. Maybe I'll go into the section. I'll put fill screen. And we'll come down here. And we'll change that again. So we'll put the top to 80. Bottom to 0. And you can see, okay, that sits flush. Hit save. Hit exit. We scroll down. The page is really starting to take shape. And that's because Squarespace AI has given me some good ideas. So it's actually a much better tool than it was when it was first launched. I think I'd done a video on Squarespace Blueprint maybe like 6 months ago. And it was okay, but not great. This is much, much improved. And it will give you a lot of good ideas whilst you're still designing your site. I don't think it's going to design your site for you, but it will help you along the way. It will quicken up that process from getting from point A to point B as seamlessly as possible. So hopefully that helped, and hopefully you found it useful. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and hit subscribe. And if you want me to build your Squarespace website, you can get in touch using the links in the description.